Christ. This is the worst I've ever seen.
You guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the lawyer.
I personally feel like she was trying to kill herself in that crash, and she failed on doing so.
Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Meet Natalie and John Sherill, parents of McKenzie Sherill. Just hours earlier, they learned their daughter had been in a devastating car accident and was airlifted to the nearest hospital. However, what the officer is about to tell them will change their lives and Mackenzie's forever.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Let me say this. Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving. Who died?
Mackenzie's boyfriend, Dom Russo, and their friend Davin were pronounced dead after the crash, making Mackenzie a suspect in a possible double murder. Initially, most believed it was just a tragic accident on Mackenzie's part. However, as the investigation unfolded, dark and disturbing secrets began to emerge. Around 1 a.m. on July 31st, 2022, Mackenzie, Dominic, and Davin attended a house party in their town, where they reportedly got heavily intoxicated, a regular habit for Mackenzie. Around 2 a.m., Mackenzie approached the host, Kelly, and invited her and Davin to take a hit of acid. Kelly, surprised since she'd never known Mackenzie to use acid, declined, and shortly afterward, Mackenzie, Dominic, and Davin left. Dominic then drove them to another friend's house, where they watched TV and relaxed. It seemed like a typical night for college students. At 5 a.m., the group decided to head home. Davin asked for a ride, but Mackenzie initially refused, claiming they were in a rush. Dominic, however, insisted and allowed Davin into the car, a decision that would have fatal consequences. The drive began normally, with Dominic and Davin drifting in and out of sleep. Suddenly, Mackenzie veered off the usual route, taking a path opposite to Davin's home, a route she'd spent hours driving days earlier. Without warning, she accelerated past 90 mph, flying past street cameras. Just out of the camera's view, a large brick building loomed ahead, directly in Mackenzie's path. The crash was catastrophic. Miraculously, Mackenzie survived, though gravely injured. Dominic and Davin were killed instantly. The wreck remained unnoticed for 45 minutes until a passerby spotted it and alerted Strongsville police, who arrived promptly at the scene.
No one's breathing. Bust that window out.
All right.
Oh my God. Who can hear my voice? Who's in here? Drivers. Oh shit, man.
Hey.
This is bad, guys. She's alive. We got to get her out.
Here, reach. All right.
Reach up and unlock this door.
Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out.
Sarge, we're good to try to get her out? Dude, I don't know if we can there. Let's see if we can get some IDs, guys.
24, go ahead.
You look younger. Oh, yeah, they're all pretty young. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. This is the worst I've ever seen.
I don't feel anything. I don't feel a pulse.
She's breathing. I saw her stomach. Her stomach's
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We got 2 that are gone.
Yeah.
Either she's drunk or high, or she just isn't from here, was going way too fast and didn't know what the road ended. It looks like they even went off the road up there.
They did.
But I mean, if you're hitting a building that hard, I just can't believe all the people that work up here, that are up here all night long, no one heard.
They're in factory type settings. So.
Yeah, well.
And it's dark over there.
That's insane though. Once they get her out, I'll go over to this building because I think there's a camera on the front of that building. I don't know if it's working, but I can always ask.
As authorities were working to save Mackenzie, the man who initially called 911 to report the crash arrived on the scene. He was ready to share his account of what he witnessed.
I was the one that called it in.
You called it in?
Yeah, I saw it I was coming back from breakfast.
Okay.
And I pulled up to the corner there.
Okay.
And
We
saw
appreciate you giving us a call.
Yeah. Someone in it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So.
That's a bummer. I didn't want to get stuck, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Right. No, I appreciate you giving us a call. Absolutely appreciate it.
They fucking were hitting it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously. Because I saw that front end.
They definitely hit it hard.
Destroyed.
Right.
All right, well, what a way to start your Sunday. I guess better than theirs, huh?
Right. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Grab everything over here. We'll just take it back to the property room.
You want me to just take the whole bag?
Yeah, throw it all in there. Anything relevant?
Call her up quick.
2 phones. One's dead. Is there anything else over here? Rest in peace, buddy.
He's gonna go verify with the BMV image, but
Holy smokes.
Dominic, her boyfriend.
Okay. How old is Dominic Russo? 17? 19? All right, guys, I'm turning off. I think that's it. I don't see anything else. You?
Inside the car, police identified the passengers and discovered multiple bags of marijuana, as well as other drug paraphernalia in McKenzie's bag, including psilocybin mushrooms. Though McKenzie survived after being airlifted to the nearest hospital, her parents were only told she'd been in an accident. They rushed to the hospital, unaware of the full extent of the tragedy, which the officer would soon have to reveal to them.
What did they tell you?
Nothing.
Okay, she was life flighted here.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
Okay. No. You want to sit down?
Oh my God. Oh, dear.
Wait to say this. Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Who died?
I don't know whether, but there's one that we don't know. His name's Jacob. Does anyone know a Jacob?
Dom?
No, stop. Let him talk.
Guys, I know, we've been dealing with this. Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to her, okay? Your daughter's alive, okay? Your daughter's alive. She was driving the vehicle, okay?
Who was that? Jacob and who?
I think, what's the name you said?
Dom?
Might be.
Oh my God.
Stop.
What's his relation to you? Okay, yeah, then Don was in the car.
Stop. Oh my God. What? Are you kidding me?
It's right now, it's an ongoing investigation. Speed is definitely a factor. So are drugs.
Dom is dead? Dom is dead? Is that what you're saying to me? Look at me. Is Dom dead? dead?
There's no way for me to say anything right now, man.
Dom,
This is a serious situation.
Dom with Curly. I thought the same Dom. Maybe it's a different Dom. It could be a different Dom. Might be a different Dom.
What's that?
Does she know about their third?
No, not at all. We're gonna keep it that way for. Okay, she's getting worked on now. Okay. Call boss. Hey, so she's not gonna be up for a long time. She's in surgery. Oh God, help me! All right, I gotta talk to you one more time. Just to let you know where we stand as a police department. Okay. Where we stand today. Okay. Full transparency here. There's drugs in the car. She had a bag of mushrooms on her and a scale. Full transparency, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ripping the Band-Aid off. Okay. Drugs in the car.
So she was away, but
She had to be fully extracted from the vehicle. IFD. I know she has a severe leg injury. Like I said, she was speaking, and she had her seatbelt on.
McKenzie wore her seatbelt, while Dominic and David did not, which raises questions about her intentions. This choice suggests she may have anticipated the crash, possibly planning ahead to protect herself, indicating she knew the danger she was creating.
Yeah, that probably saved her life. 100% saved her life.
she had a seatbelt up. Oh.
I don't believe the others did.
When delivering tragic news, police aim to comfort the family as much as possible. While the Sherills were heartbroken, the officer calmly explained the situation, reassuring them that their daughter was alive. For Dominic's family, however, the task would be far more devastating, as his father had no idea his son was involved in an accident, let alone that he had passed away.
Go ahead and take a seat. So, You know the time it happened at?
No, we don't. Right now, what we do know 100% is somebody called it in, somebody passing by at around 6:15, 6:30.
Called in, what, the car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah, so what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road. They went...
Right here in Strongsville?
Yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right on Alameda, right where Progress ends, that's dead ends right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front and then they hit the building.
Did they fall asleep at the wheel or something?
Don't know.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
So 2 kids are dead, my son's dead, another kid's dead, and
Go
the
ahead.
girl's in the hospital?
She's in surgery right now.
Oh my God, huh, Chris?
I mean, another family member or a friend or anybody that you might want us to call on your behalf?
No. This is a nightmare. Is somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15,
6:15, 6:30, yeah.
Came upon it, passing it by.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is horrible. She was in her car?
It was in Mackenzie's car, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is she gonna make it or you guys don't know?
We right now we don't know. She's in surgery right now, so we don't know. So
a few weeks after the crash, McKenzie left the hospital and returned to normal life, believing everyone saw the incident as just an accident. She and her mother even applied to a modeling agency in Los Angeles, moving on from it entirely. On Halloween, McKenzie dressed as a corpse with fake blood, a costume her parents approved, saying she deserved some fun. This unsettling choice hinted at a possible disregard for the crash's consequences. Meanwhile, detectives continued investigating, uncovering far more than anyone expected. To uncover the truth about the crash, detectives needed to piece together events leading up to it. Fortunately, Davin's phone was connected to a safety app, Life 360, which enabled his friends and family to track his location in real time.
I want to show you.
Oh no, explain it.
So this is when they were going down Progress Drive, and then you know how there was like tire tracks before it, like on that side grass. So that's the sign.
That's when it hits the sign.
And then that's where she curved exactly right on.
Gotcha.
Missed those 2 rocks and went right into the sign, the side of it. But I'm just confused on how the back of the sign was messed up. But she went right into that wall.
Right.
No, so you can see like the hard braking was right at the wall, and then her high speed
was after the hard braking.
Was 90 miles per hour.
So it said it's a recording. Does that play?
So,
I mean, what does it mean? Or just
how it works,
screenshots?
It's just a tracker. Yeah, it's like my
Okay.
parents have me in a circle so they can see where I go, and it just follows you wherever you go.
And Davion had us in.
Yeah,
You can send the screenshots right to the email, and I'll get them all to the detective.
So I spoke to friends that were at the party. I wasn't personally there. I thought that they might have been on psychedelics. Kenzie was the driver, and they said that she took a nap. But if you know psychedelics, that's like a 8-hour to 12-hour, like you cannot sleep. Yeah, you cannot sleep.
You can see the exact time they left the house. I don't know.
That's fine. So you can just send everything right there.
The car's black box also revealed that the gas pedal was fully pressed as it headed toward the building. A friend of Dominic, also connected to Life 360, had a strong opinion on what this evidence suggested.
Me right here, if you looked at the tracks, and you guys probably have pictures of them, it looks like the person in the front seat tried to turn the wheel because of the fact they were going to go straight into a wall. And it doesn't say she heart broke once. It was 90 miles per hour down that whole road. And I also think because of Kenzie's and Dominic's history, that they were fighting. I think Davion went on his phone to distract himself from the fighting. Although they were on drugs, they can also still be fighting with being on drugs.
It could have just been like a careless mistake. Like I don't think Kenzie, even if she was like had road rage, if she was arguing, I don't think her intention was to kill 2 people no matter what.
While this evidence raises suspicion, it doesn't fully clarify McKenzie's intentions before the crash. Detectives still aren't certain if it was an accident or something more sinister. To gain clarity, they interviewed Dominic and McKenzie's close friends and family, hoping for insights or additional evidence, and uncovered far more than they expected.
You're not under arrest.
Yeah.
You walk out anytime you want. We have approximately 10 questions that we wanted to ask you. And so, how long were you guys in a relationship, you and her?
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first. I ended up dating her for a little bit, like probably over the summer. I was only dating her for probably like a month and a half or like 2 months. And then me and Dom found out that she was cheating on us basically, but it wasn't like anything official, so it wasn't no hard feelings like with whatever happened. I just kind of was like, after me and Dom found out about that, we didn't have no problems with each other or nothing, but like they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off because we were all still in the friend group and stuff. So, and then we kind of just like stopped being intimate, you know what I'm saying, and we're just friends.
So, describe the relationship. What was she like as your girlfriend?
Like, I didn't really have much with her relationship wise because we didn't date that long, but like friend wise, like she was crazy. Like,
she like mentally just not all there? I mean,
yeah, I don't think she's just mentally all there. Like, I personally feel like she was trying to kill herself in that crash, and she failed on doing so.
Why did Dom put up with this? Do you know?
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him. She has told people that she put a spell on him so that he couldn't break up with her. That she had like grabbed a piece of his hair, and that she had a doll in her room for Dom, and that she had literally put a spell on him, is what she would tell everyone. And, like, she truly believed in that kind of stuff, and she also uses the pendulum, I know too, to try to get answers. But she tries to use it now to talk to Dom.
Do you think McKenzie had it in her to drive a car into a wall? I mean, if you guys speculate that she did it on purpose, do you think she had it in her?
I feel like if she thinks that she can just drive the car into the wall and not feel nothing, you know, like, I feel like the only reason she survived is because of how small she is. Like, I feel like she got insanely lucky, but at the same time not lucky to have survived that, because it's like she killed 2 people if that was what she was trying to do. But it's like, I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
Police then interviewed Angelo Russo, Dominic's older brother, who was very close to him. Angelo provided crucial insights into Dominic and McKenzie's relationship, giving detectives valuable information to further understand the dynamics between them.
Mentioned that anytime Dom would kind of want to break up with her, she kind of would go crazy. Describe crazy, like what kind of crazy?
Like, there is times where she called Dom and said, if you break up with me, I'm going to word for word.
What do you think happened that night?
I think,
yeah,
off of what I know and off my assumptions, Dom tried to break up with her multiple times, even in July. They kept not like working out, whatever. They kept making back up. Kenzie's known to be the kind of person that she's let us know she will never let go of Dom. And if she has to let go of Dom, she will not go on living herself. She's pretty much let that be known. You're going 94 miles an hour. You don't have a very fast car to begin with. You were stomping that gas pretty much the whole entire time. There's no brake marks on the street at all. Even before the hit, you would think that some type of instinct would kick in and you'd slam on the brakes. But to my knowledge, she went straight into it. To me, it seems like they were in a fight. I think that she took it upon herself to purposely crash into that wall. I think that he must have been trying to talk her down the whole time. They swerved off to the right at the end. I think he might have grabbed the wheel towards the end of it, maybe trying to spin him or something. Who knows? She could have been bear hugging it. I don't know. They're hitting bumps too. They're going 90. You could have not, like, I don't know what's going through his head, you know?
As more friends and family spoke to the police, a picture of a toxic relationship began to emerge. On August 6th, just a week after the crash, police were called back to McKenzie's home due to a disturbance. It was here that McKenzie's father made a shocking confession.
I want to ask you first about August 6th. If you recall, that's the day you guys were dispatched to McKenzie Sherill room. Can you tell me about that day?
So we were dispatched up to the room for a disturbance. Once we arrived up on the room, she was upset with her dad. We asked the dad to step out, and we're trying to calm him down, and he's like, you guys probably know who I am. At one point in the conversation, he's like, I feel like my daughter needs a psych evaluation. And he's like, because she's not, thinking clearly, and word for word what he said, I don't recall every word that he said. He was pretty hysterical, he was pretty upset. She was upset with her dad because she wanted to leave to go to the funeral.
McKenzie became upset because she couldn't attend Dominic's funeral, despite creating a shrine in his honor, posting regularly on his memorial page, and wearing his clothes. Her father refused to let her go. With so much evidence pointing against her, the police concluded that the crash was deliberate. McKenzie was soon arrested and taken to jail.
Where's she? Right back there, pal.
Hi, McKenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it. You got it.
Recording. Mounted. Wi-Fi connected.
Came right by that black mat.
What's your first name?
McKenzie.
Okay, Mackenzie, I'm gonna take your handcuffs off. I need like all the jewelry and everything to come off, okay?
I can't wear any of it.
No, I need you to take it off while you're in jail right now.
When Mackenzie's parents found out she had been arrested, they rushed to the police station and immediately confronted the officers, arguing with them.
I need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the lawyer. All you guys did this on the weekend is just, look, all you do is go, hey, there's a warrant for her. We would have brought her right down here with no problem. She hit it. Unbelievable. I mean, she's 18.
So the warrant was issued today, so we had...
Well, you could have made a phone call, couldn't you? You had your creeper out in front of my yard watching.
She can't take any, she's an adult, she can't take any phone calls right now.
Okay, well, I still need to speak to my daughter so she understands whatever, not to say anything to you guys. If had to roll out the whole mask to pick up an 18-year-old girl who can hardly walk out of a hospital visit, it's just beyond me.
So we follow the law, and that's what we're doing today.
Am I going to be allowed to have a 2-minute conversation with her?
You cannot talk to her about these.
Why doesn't she get a phone call? If you arrest her, why don't she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her. As soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call, she will be able to make a phone call.
She's a lawyer. She does have a lawyer.
She is 18 years old and she could speak that.
Yeah, but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18.
Well,
and these guys are going to take advantage of her. She's not allowed to speak to you guys. I'm telling you that.
Her attorney can call us.
Don't ask her any questions. She's not allowed to speak.
Mackenzie's parents insist she doesn't speak without a lawyer present. She will need that lawyer as she faces the consequences in court. Tried as an adult, Mackenzie opts not to be judged by a jury, leaving her fate in the hands of a judge. Despite her defense claiming she lost consciousness, the evidence contradicts this, proving the claim to be false. The prosecution argues she deliberately crashed the car to escape the toxic relationship. The judge agreed, and on August 14, 2023, Mackenzie's fate was sealed.
This is the type of evidence you can never unsee. You can never forget the visual or audio of this exhibit. It's chilling and tragic. As you review that exhibit, you know that you are watching the oncoming deaths of two people, and there's nothing that will stop it. Exhibit 802 crystallizes the deadly decision-making of the defendant. She morphs from a responsible driver to literal hell on wheels as she makes her way down the street. The mission was death. Mackenzie alone decided to push the pedal to the floor and demand the ultimate speed of that vehicle to 90 to 100 miles per hour. Mackenzie decided death was the ultimate goal that day, and she alone made that decision for Dominic and Davion, and she continuously acted in a manner to achieve her purpose. In the early morning hours of July 31st, 2022, her purpose was to kill Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan. Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate, intentional, and purposeful. This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
On August 14th, Mackenzie was found guilty of 4 counts of murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, 2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, 1 count of drug possession, and 1 count of possessing criminal tools. She's facing 15 years to life in prison and is currently being held at the Ohio Reformatory for Women. Her first opportunity for parole will come in October 2037.